The Tale of the Wandering Merchant. Once in the ancient city of Varanasi, there lived a merchant named Dhanika. Known for his sharp mind and keen ability to profit, Dhanika prided himself on his wealth. Yet, for all his possessions, he felt restless and unfulfilled. His mind was constantly plagued by thoughts of how much more he could gain and fears of losing what he already had. One day, Dhanika heard of a wise monk meditating by a serene riverbank. The monk was said to have profound insights and a calmness that seemed untouched by the worries of the world. Curious, Dhanika decided to seek him out, hoping to learn the secret of his peace. When Dhanika approached, he found the monk sitting beneath a bodhi tree, his eyes closed and his expression serene. Not wanting to disturb the monk, Dhanika sat quietly until the monk opened his eyes. "Why have you come, traveler?" asked the monk, his voice gentle yet penetrating. Dhanika bowed slightly and said, "Master, I have wealth and success, yet my heart is never at ease. I fear losing what I have and crave for more. Please tell me how I can find peace." The monk smiled. "Tell me, merchant, if a man were to carry a jar filled with water and notice a crack in it, what would happen?" "The water would leak out," Dhanika replied. "And if the man were to pour more water into the jar to stop the leaking, what would happen?" "The jar would still empty in time," Dhanika admitted. The monk nodded. "This is your life, Dhanika. The jar is your mind, and the water is your desires. No matter how much you pour in, the cracks of attachment and craving will drain it away. To find peace, you must not focus on filling the jar but on mending the cracks." Dhanika furrowed his brow. "And how does one mend these cracks, master?" The monk gestured to the river. "Look at the water. Does it cling to its shape or resist the rocks and banks that guide its flow?" "No, it moves freely," Dhanika observed. "Precisely. To mend the cracks in your mind, you must learn to let go. Clinging and craving create suffering, while acceptance and understanding bring peace. Practice mindfulness, observe your desires without attachment, and embrace impermanence, for all things are fleeting. Only then will your mind become like the river, free, calm, and at peace." Dhanika was silent for a long time, watching the river flow. In its gentle movement, he began to understand. He thanked the monk and returned to his life, but with a new perspective. Over time, Dhanika practiced mindfulness, learning to let go of his obsessive need for more and his fears of loss. Though his wealth remained, it no longer bound him. Gradually, his restless nights gave way to peaceful slumber, and his heart grew light. From that day forward, Dhanika shared his newfound wisdom with others, becoming known not as the richest merchant in Varanasi but as the one who lived with a heart as serene as a still river. And so, the teachings of the Buddha, spoken through the monk's words, transformed the life of a man who had once been lost in the cycle of desire, reminding all who heard his tale that peace lies not in what we hold but in what we release.